If you're watching this right now and you're over 60, or you have a parent or spouse who worked as a teacher, police officer, firefighter, or in any government job, I need you to stay with me until the very end. Because what I'm about to tell you could mean the difference between getting thousands of dollars that the government has been holding or continue to receive less money every single month for the rest of your life. For more than 40 years, two hidden rules inside the Social Security system have been quietly reducing, and in many cases completely wiping out retirement benefits for millions of Americans. These rules didn't care how hard you worked or how much you sacrificed. They just took the money. Teachers who spent their careers educating our children, police officers and firefighters who risked their lives to protect our communities, widows who lost their husbands and then lost the survivor benefit they were counting on. The average person affected lost around $480 every month. Some lost even more. And for many widows and widowers, their entire survivor benefit was taken away, not reduced, but completely eliminated. These two rules are now gone. They were repealed by the Social Security Fairness Act, which was signed into law in January 2025. The law goes all the way back to January 2024. That means the Social Security Administration owes people real money, money that belongs to them. But here's what most people don't know. Social Security is not calling you. They are not sending letters to everyone who is owed money. The back payments are sitting in the system right now, but if you don't take action, that money may never reach your bank account. If you've been waiting for something to change and nothing has happened, this video is for you. I'm going to explain exactly what these old rules were, who they affected, why your back payment might not be as large as you expected, what happens if a loved one has already passed away, and most importantly, the exact steps you need to take to get what you're owed. Stay with me until the end. The third step is the one that many people miss, and it can make a big difference. For decades, two rules caused real harm to people's retirement. The first rule was called the Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP. This rule targeted people who worked in public service jobs: teachers, police officers, firefighters, and other government employees. These jobs often had their own pension system, but they didn't pay into Social Security. Many of these workers also had other jobs during their lifetime where they did pay Social Security taxes. When it came time to collect Social Security, WEP used a harsher formula to calculate their benefit. It treated their Social Security earnings as if they were worth less than they actually were. The result? Many people saw their month's Social Security check reduced by hundreds of dollars every single month for the rest of their retirement. The second rule was even more painful for families. It was called the Government Pension Offset, or GPO. This rule went after spouses and widows. If you received a government pension from a job that didn't pay in Social Security, GPO could reduce your spousal or survivor benefit by 2/3 of your pension amount. In thousands of cases, this completely wiped out the survivor benefit. Widows who had been counting on that money received nothing from their husband's Social Security record, even though he had paid into the system for many years. Now, some of you might be asking, could I be affected by both WEP and GPO at the same time? Yes, it's possible. For example, if you are a retired teacher who is affected by WEP, and you're also a widow whose late husband had a government pension, both rules may have reduced your benefits. In those situations, you could be entitled to corrections for both. Social Security will review your full record. Some people are only affected by one rule. Others are affected by both. The only way to know for sure is to check your own situation. In January 2025, Congress finally passed and the President signed the Social Security Fairness Act. Both WEP and GPO were permanently eliminated. The law is retroactive to January 2024. Since then, millions of people have received higher month benefits and lump sum back payments. However, because there are millions of records to review, the Social Security Administration is still working through cases. Some people have already received their money, others are still waiting, and some people have only received part of what they're owed. This leads to one of the most common questions I hear. If I was losing $480 a month since January 2024, why isn't my back payment much larger? Here's the honest answer. Social Security doesn't simply multiply your month loss by the total number of months. They calculate the exact difference based on your individual work record, how much you were actually reduced each month, and when your case was processed. That's why some people receive more and some receive less than they expect. The back payment is usually sent as one lump, some deposit, and then your monthly benefit increases going forward. Keep in mind that this lump sum may be taxable, depend on your total income for the year you receive it. Another question that comes up often, what if the person who was owed this money has already passed away? If your spouse, parent after January 2024, the family may still be able to claim the back payment they were owed from January 24 until the date of death. In most cases, the surviving spouse or the person handling the estate can request this. It is not automatic, so you will need to contact Social Security and provide the required documents. If this applies to your family, I recommend calling and asking specifically about underpaid benefits for a deceased beneficiary. Now, let's talk about what you should do if you believe this affects you or someone you love. Step 1. Check your My Social Security account. Do this first. Go to SSA.gov on your computer or ask a family member to help you. Log in or create a My Social Security account. Once you are inside, look at your benefit statement carefully. Check 2 things. What is your current monthly benefit amount? Do you still see any mention of WEP or GPO? If your monthly amount hasn't increased since early 2025, or if those codes are still appearing, your case may not be fully corrected yet. This step only takes a few minutes and can give you important information before you call. Step 2. Call Social Security and ask the right questions. If you still have questions after checking your account, call the Social Security Administration at 1-800-772-1213. Before you dial, write down exactly what you want to say. Here are some clear phrases you can use. If you want to check your overall situation, say, "Hi, I'd like to check the status of any benefit adjustments related to the Social Security Fairness Act, including WEP or GPO." If you are a widow or widower, say, "I want to check on my survived benefit and whether it has been reviewed under the changes to the government pension offset." If you think both rules may have affected you, say, "I believe my benefits may have been affected by both WEP and GPO. Can you please check the stats for both?" Important advice about calling. Most representatives speak English. If you are not comfortable speaking English on the phone, have a family member or trusted friend who speaks English well sit with you or make the call. You can also ask the representative if interpreter services are available. Don't struggle alone. Having some help you can prevent misunderstandings and make sure you get clear answers. Write down the representative's name and everything they tell you, especially any dates or next steps. Step 3. Request a review if you're not satisfied. If the representative tells you your case is already closed, but you still believe something is wrong, you have the right to ask for a formal review. You can say, "I would like to request a reconsideration of my benefit adjustment under the Social Security Fairness Act." This puts your case in front of someone who can take another look. Listen to me carefully. The Social Security Fairness Act fixed something that should have been fixed a long time ago, but the government is not going to knock on your door or automatically deposit the money into your account. You have to take the first step. Start by checking your My Social Security account today. It's free and you can do it from home. Then call if you need more information. And if this video helped you understand what's going on, I want you to do one more thing. Share this video with your spouse, your brothers and sisters, your neighbors, or anyone you know who worked in a public service job or lost a spouse who did. A lot of people still have no idea this law even exists. One share could help someone finally get the money they've been owed for years. If you found this information helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I make these videos to help people just like you understand the changes that affect your retirement. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss new updates. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I know your time is valuable. Take care of yours and your family and go check that account today. You may be owed more than you think.